Okay, so I'm working at Orange, and I'm in charge of digital innovation and communities. And the topic I'm going to cover here is the 4 screens. Let's say 4. We could have said 3, 2, 5, even 10 screens. It is a topic which is gaining more and more momentum because, as a matter of fact, we're not now focused on one single screen, on one single experience. We are more and more getting to think about some parallel experience. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Mulțumesc. I'm trying to improve my Romanian. So I was saying that new media is a challenge on 4 screens. And just to start with, a couple of words on Orange. You may be familiar. So this is Orange. We're a big company. We do something like 45 billion euros turnover. We are present in many countries with 182 million customers worldwide. We're the number 3 mobile operator in Europe and number 2 provider of internet services. And among all these elements, it's true that we are also present on TV, for instance, when we have 3.5 million subscribers. If we're looking just at which country are the biggest country for us in Europe, you will see that in UK, Poland, Spain, and France, these are the 4 biggest countries in which we have mobile subscribers, we have internet subscribers or TV subscribers as well. And we also have one of the top audience. This means that we are one among the 2 telcos which are present in the Europe top 25 in terms of audience, with 51 million unique visitors a month. If I'm just saying, do you say desprenoi, or desprenoi? Okay, I will improve that. About us, yeah. I say about us because I'm unable to say something else. Here in Romania, we have 10.4 million customers, and we have always felt that we have a role in terms of leading the way in innovation, bringing the best communication services to our customers. We've been starting with the network, building a network, having a wide network coverage, and then adding capabilities, adding 3G, adding 3G plus network in 2007. Always trying to be the first to provide services, was it email or internet access on the mobile, was it services or even devices, great devices as the iPhone. We've continued this story in 2010 by delivering things like full internet access solutions that people can enjoy on their laptop, that they can enjoy on their mobile devices. And now, if you have a few minutes, you can even enjoy the tablets, the new tablets that we've been selling only a few days. It has started in the stores, and it's a Samsung Galaxy tablet, which is a new device, and with which you can start enjoying all this kind of internet experience. I'm not selling anything. I'm just trying to give a piece of info about that. It's true that we're now facing a kind of digital revolution with a proliferation of contents appearing everywhere, increasing on a lot of connected screens. So on this slide, I've featured devices, mobile phone, laptops, etc. What we can say is that this multitude of products and services is complex. From the customer standpoint, they're a little bit lost because there is a lot of propositions. It's inconsistent. You don't know if you can use one screen, the other, start on one screen, then go on the other, etc. And very often, it's still dedicated to one device. This means that I have to use the device which has been decided for the service. Sorry. So what we're saying now is, and in line with what we're proposing, we've just changed 2 days before our signature to 2-day changes with Orange. So this means that we think that among many companies, we have a role to try to help our customer find its way among all these screens. To do this, we try to focus on innovation and we try to focus on experience. And to be able to focus on that, we try to understand how that works. We try to understand what we call the weak signals, some smoke signals appearing somewhere. And we've tried to summarize the 4 main elements which have changed a lot of things for the customer and the industry. And these 4 elements are, first of all, there are some internet-driven media which are reinventing the way media can be consumed on all the screens. When I'm saying this, I'm saying that a few years before, it was simply, if you're taking a newspaper, you're just putting the name of the newspaper, .ro, and you have the site. And the website is just an extension of the newspaper. If you have TV, it's the same, etc. It's just that traditional media is getting online, but they do that in a very shy way. Or shall I open a website? Yes. What I do, I put on the website. But their main business is on the paper. Their main business is definitely on traditional media. And what you see now is some new media appearing, which are just brand new media, starting with the internet at the core. And that changes a lot for the way that these things are done. The second element, and I think that the presentation of Mark Cowan may have convinced you of this if you were not convinced that this was important, is this omnipresence now of the social network. It leaks in each and every service. You have like buttons everywhere. You have a strong presence of all the brands, etc. So there is almost nothing which can be done outside of this social network space if you're targeting, I would say, the 15 to 45-year-old people. The third element is that probably there are some new forms of marketing and distribution appearing, and it's true that people are still trying to find innovative ways to sell new products. And the fourth one is the development of ecosystem. What companies like Google, Yahoo, Facebook, and even ourselves have done by opening APIs was to change the way we work together with partners. Yesterday, it was you had to sign a contract to do something. Now, if you simply want to send some SMS or get some relation with Facebook, etc., you just go online, you sign online, and you use that. So that changes the way ecosystems are built. So what we do basically to answer the first thing and using these levers is to try to help our partners to help our customer get access to a universe of content and services which are built and integrated with some partners, and which can be consumed on each and every screen. And every time, if you look down, when we speak of the origami, monkey, or dolphin, these are, for instance, some price plans that we define for our customers to be able to enjoy these services without thinking of something complex. If I want food access to Facebook, if I want on my mobile phone, if I want email access, if I want to be able to browse, etc., I need to have a dedicated price plan which is taking all this into consideration, and I don't have to understand how it works, because simplicity is key. So I was saying that I represent a team which is strictly working on innovation and communities. And what we do, we're not hidden in a lab just waiting to understand what is happening. We just create products, and then we put that in the hands of the customer. And it's key because customer is always key. And it's because we understand how the customer are reacting to one of the things we're doing that we know if it is something which is good or not. So the rule is clear. We start the product, we build that with partners or with our R&D labs, and if it's good, it's going to be mass market. If it's not, it's going to be killed, and then we move to something else. And when it's good, then we transfer that to some other teams in the company which are going to work it as a mass market product. What we've been doing over the last 4 years was very influenced by the Web 2 topics. So we were working a lot on communities, social networks, user-generated content, all the things around widgets, deportalization, APIs, etc. I'm sure you may be familiar with many of those terms. We were trying to democratize mobile internet, and we see now some other topics appearing that will be probably the main topics of the next 4 coming years. Some of you have probably read a paper which was called Web Square, going from Web 2 to Web Square, in a world where, for instance, because you have sensors everywhere, because in any mobile phone you have a little chipset which can count the number of steps you're making out of the day, etc., then there is a new kind of product and services that you can do for your customer. And for instance, more and more we see some trends announcing some real and advanced social networks, which maybe are going to be done by the players in place, by the Facebook we have today, or maybe by some emerging companies that are not yet on the market. And what's the use for this? Let's imagine, for instance, that you simply want to go on diet, or you just want to have a good health. Then you need something which is telling you how many steps you make a day. And this is something that your mobile phone can do, that another device can do, but what we're going to do for our customer is to aggregate all this into something which is easy to understand, easy to use, and easy to get some value from. We'll probably see also a lot of things around what we call the parallel social experiences. Parallel means on multiple screens at a time. This is going to be bigger in the market. Of course, there will be a lot of things on contextual mobile services. This means everything which is taking into account location, the fact that I'm today in Bucharest, the fact that because we're on the weekday, I don't need to call the same people, or I don't need to use the same service that as I was on the weekend, because my life is changing. More and more, taking this into account implicitly will bring value to the customer. And of course, maybe coming later, all the things around augmented reality or crowdsourcing will bring a lot of interesting things.